Well, hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I wanted to make a video to explain to you guys why I haven't been uploading weekly like I used to, but promise you that I wanted to get back to that upload schedule very soon. For starters, how about some great news? Last video, I talked about the potential for me to fish my very first kayak tournament, and I've confirmed with our friend Garrett, or if you followed me back in my video game career, our friend Bird. We're both gonna be entering the same tournament, and so we're gonna be kind of sharing information leading up to that day. I really didn't want to travel and fish my first tournament by myself, so having a buddy there to kind of feed off of and do it together is honestly the main reason why I'm traveling so far to fish my first tournament. It's gonna be back close to my hometown on West Point Lake, and I know that's not a very strong lake to fish. People say it's very, very difficult, but I'm excited nonetheless because I have two goals when fishing my very first kayak tournament in 2 weeks. Number one, I just want to learn the tournament flow. If you guys have been following my channel, you know that my goal is to get to where I can fish tournaments regularly in the kayak, and then hopefully carry that over to one day getting a boat, hopefully sooner than later, and fishing tournaments out of a boat as well. So my primary goal is just to learn the tournament flow, what's it like the day of, what's it like to spend a day practicing, and start to improve on that side of my game. The second thing is, I just don't want to get skunked. I would hate to travel 5 hours and fish an entire tournament and have to make a video with catching no fish, but you know, that might happen, you never know. Now let's kind of give you guys a overview of what the next few videos are gonna look like. Next week I should get 2 shipments of stuff that I've ordered specifically for the tournament in regards to our techniques that we're gonna be using. We don't really expect the fish to be up shallow yet, which we'll have to pivot if they are, but we're really looking for them to be a little bit deeper. So I'm gonna open those boxes on film and show you guys kind of what we're gonna be working with for that specific tournament. Obviously there's gonna be a travel vlog because we're traveling back to my hometown, and I'm gonna bring you guys along for the ride. Everything from loading up the kayak and my equipment, how I'm loading up the truck, and the actual travel part. There's gonna be one day of practice where me and Garrett are gonna hit the water and try to figure them out for the next day. And of course there's gonna be the tournament vlog itself and how both he and I do on that day. We're gonna have a GoPro on his boat, we're gonna have a GoPro on my boat, and we're gonna use the big camera for everything before, after, in between, stuff like that. So there's a lot of fishing content coming. I'm hoping that this is gonna kind of springboard us into the spring where we're gonna be able to film a lot more fishing content soon and very soon. So why has my upload schedule been so whack? You guys know that I'm a youth pastor, and with the COVID shutdowns, I've been the videographer, the audio engineer, the editor, producer, everything for our online services. Well, it's Lent season, and I was told a couple weeks ago that we were gonna have 7 additional services, and with our senior pastor potentially being exposed to COVID while he helped do a little bit of the videoing, now 100% of this project is 100% on my shoulders. So every single day I'm recording a different pastor or a different piece of music or a different part of these services, or gathering all of the slides for every one of these services. To be honest, I haven't even taken my camera home because at the end of the day, my creative juices are just at an all-time low. I love filming, I love editing, but I've been doing absolutely so much of it for church content that I've kind of lost a little bit of motivation for my personal content. Real quick, I want to show you guys, this is what my whiteboard actually looks like in my office right now. You can see that we have to record the sermon and the service part and the music part and gather the slides all before we can start editing that service, and each of those is roughly 5 to 6 different sources along with 40 to 60 different slides. Each one of these services is a project in and of its own, and they all have deadlines. They all have to be up in time for the next Wednesday service. On top of that, I'm still doing that every single week for our regularly scheduled services. So hopefully as those projects start to be knocked out, I can focus more on building back up my personal content. Not to mention the weather has just been absolutely miserable every single weekend for the past like 2 months. And if you want to keep up with me between videos, don't forget I'm uploading several times a week over on TikTok. I'm at over 2K followers over there already, and that is so crazy to me. And you guys know I'm always on Instagram at TeachStone, posting every day or every couple of days. If you want to see kind of behind the scenes of my life, sometimes it's movie quotes, books I'm reading, everything in between, not always fishing related over there. You could also follow me on Twitter, but I deleted Twitter because it's the most toxic social media I've ever seen, and every time I opened the app I was getting angry, so I just deleted Twitter altogether. Alright, that's gonna do it for this short upload video. Also, this is my first video I ever filmed in 4K. I wonder if I can upload in 4K, I'm not sure. But either way, I hope you guys are doing well. I can't wait to share the experience of this upcoming tournament starting next week as we start to talk about the techniques that we're gonna be using, hopefully, to win this thing. I'll catch you guys on the next one.